Okay, so I wanted to go over this movement that is in the core and mobility workout on Sundays. It's the split kneel swivel movement. And I've had a few questions about this one, so let's go over this in detail. So the first thing you do is just start in a 90-90 position. I call this the 90-90 position. So I'm seated on my sit bones, and then I'm just going to turn both knees over to the right. And then I'm going to pull the heels in just a little bit. From this position, let's just practice the first part of it, which is just driving the hips forward. So basically it's like a bridge or a hip extension in a split stance. So I'm going to go drive the hips forward. So this is great to work on my hip flexor flexibility, but this movement in general is also just going to build strength and stability at the same time. So again, I'm going to start in my sitting on my sits bones. I'm going to turn my knees over to the right. I'm going to pull my heels in just a tad, and then I'm just going to drive my hips forward, just like I'm doing a bridge on the ground, and then slowly lower down. And then if you need more support, use your hands. You can use your hands to kind of guide you. You can even use like a dowel or a broomstick to help you up. So let's try the other side. So now I'm going to come to my seated position, sitting on my sits bones, knees go to the left, and then I'm going to pull my heels in a little bit and then drive my heels forward. And then to switch sides, here's probably the more complicated part, is I'm going to take one leg out. I'm going to come back to my sits bones, and then I'm just going to switch. So it's always kind of my outside leg that goes straight first. I'm going to squeeze it nice and straight. I'm going to rock onto my sits bones, switch, come into that kneeling position, adjust if you need to, right? If you're out too far, it's going to make it harder. So I'm going to pull in a little bit, do my bridge type movement, lower down, outside leg, boom. Pull in a little bit if I need to. So it takes a little bit of practice. Give it a